Hi, hello, it's me Rajna. Today's topic is all about Zener diode, about the definition of Zener diode, about the circuit diagram of Zener diode. Also, I have explained here about the two effects. One is Zener effect and the other one is avalanche effect. About the VI characteristics of Zener diode. Also, how this Zener diode is acting as a voltage regulator. If you have any doubts or suggestion, please do comment below. Thank you. What is a Zener diode? They are specially designed, highly doped PN junction diode but operated in reverse bias condition. We already discussed about PN junction diode in my last video about the biasing, two types of biasing in PN junction diode. One is forward biasing and the other one is reverse biasing. So this Zener diode acts like a PN junction diode when it is forward biased. But when the PN junction diode is reverse biased, there will be a constant small amount of current flow due to minority carriers, and when it reaches a particular value of voltage, which is known as breakdown voltage, current will suddenly increase, which results in the damage of diode. In order to overcome this disadvantage of PN junction diode, we are using the Zener diode. That is why the Zener diode is known as specially designed highly doped PN junction diode, which is used to operate in reverse bias condition. And at this particular breakdown voltage, the Zener diode acts as a voltage regulator. This is the symbol of a Zener diode. In PN junction diode, when the voltage reaches a particular value, the current suddenly increases. And this increase in current is because of two effects. One is Zener effect and the second one is avalanche effect. First, we'll discuss about Zener effect. In this Zener effect, we are increasing the doping level. Increasing the doping level means we are adding more and more pentavalent as well as trivalent impurities. That is, in the N region, we are adding more pentavalent impurities, and to the P region, we are adding more trivalent impurities. More pentavalent impurities means which will automatically create more electrons. More trivalent impurities we are adding means it will automatically create more holes. More electrons and holes created means that is charge carriers are created. More charge carriers created means depletion region becomes thin because this region got wider, so this region or depletion region will automatically become thinner. So even if we provide less amount of voltage, if depletion region becomes thinner means easily these electrons can cross this depletion region and can reach the P region. So even if we provide very less amount of voltage, we will get enough electric field which is sufficient to break the covalent bond around the junction. Breaking of covalent bond means there will be more and more free electrons. Of course, if there are more free electrons means there will be holes also. If there are more charge carriers, that is electrons and holes means according to this equation, we already know this equation, I equal to NEAVD. If number of charge carriers increase means N increases, I also increase. That is current flow increases. This is one of the reason for sudden increase in current flow. And the second effect is avalanche effect. Here the impurities we are adding are less, and also if reverse bias voltage is increased due to both reasons. One is impurity added are less and we are providing more reverse bias voltage. Due to these two reasons, depletion layer becomes more wider. So at a particular point of applied reverse bias voltage, minority carriers will get sufficient kinetic energy due to strong electric field, because we are applying more reverse bias voltage, so electric field direction will be from positive to negative. Inside the depletion layer also there will be electric field from positive towards negative direction. Both the electric field are in same direction, so it will create a strong electric field. Due to this strong electric field, minority carriers will get sufficient kinetic energy. And these minority carriers will get accelerated due to more voltage, and these accelerated minority carriers try to break nearby covalent bond and will create more free electrons. So these newly created electrons will also get sufficient kinetic energy and they will create more and more free electrons by collision. This creates more charge carriers. According to the equation I equal to NEAVD, if there are more charge carriers means of course there will be more current flow. This is the another reason for increasing current in PN junction diode. Avalanche effect is nothing but we are adding less amount of impurity. Also we are providing more reverse bias voltage. Due to both reason, depletion layer becomes wider. If depletion layer becomes wider means at a particular point of applied reverse bias voltage, the minority carriers will get sufficient kinetic energy due to strong electric field. Both electric field are in same direction, so the resultant electric field will be very strong. Due to this, minority carriers will get sufficient kinetic energy. If they get sufficient kinetic energy, minority carriers will get accelerated, and these accelerated minority carriers will try to break the nearby covalent bond and create more free electrons, and these newly created free electrons also get sufficient kinetic energy and create more and more free electrons by collision. If there are free electrons means of course there will be holes, new holes created, so which creates more charge carriers. If there are charge carriers means there will be current flow also. This is another reason for increase in current in PN junction diode. Here is the circuit diagram of Zener diode. We are providing an unregulated input voltage. Unregulated means irregular voltage is given as input to the circuit, and a resistor RS is connected in series to the input supply. IS is flowing, the current flowing through the resistor RS, and the Zener diode is connected in reverse mode to the input supply. That is, positive of input supply is connected to the negative, which is the cathode of Zener, and the negative of supply is connected to the anode of Zener diode. It is connected in reverse mode, and the Zener diode is in parallel to the output. So whatever is the Zener voltage, we said, which will appear as the output voltage. So in the output side, we will get a regulated output voltage V0. The output is connected through a load resistor. Whenever the input voltage increases, the current flowing through RS will also increase. That is, when the input supply increase, the current IS increases, thus the voltage drop across resistor RS is increased. Voltage drop is nothing but IS into RS. Always this resistor value will be a constant. So this increase in input voltage is made constant by increasing this current flowing through RS. That is, the voltage drop will increase and thus we will get a constant output voltage across the load resistor. This is the reason why the Zener diode is used as a voltage regulator. How this Zener diode is used as a voltage regulator at breakdown condition. That is, when voltage reaches a breakdown voltage, Zener diode acts as a voltage regulator. We will see how it is acting as a voltage regulator. Consider this equation V0 equal to V minus Is into Rs. If V is the input voltage, V0 is the output voltage, Rs is the series resistor and Is is the series current. Suppose we are applying a input voltage 10 volt and consider the resistor value as 1 ohm. For this 10 volt input supply, suppose the current flow is 0 amps. So V0 becomes 10 minus, according to this equation, 10 minus 0 into 1 equal to 10 volt. If we are increasing the input voltage, that is V equal to 12 volt. For this 12 volt supply, we are getting a current through the resistor. Current flowing through the resistor is 2 amps. So 12 minus 2 into 1, resistor value is constant. So 12 minus 2 into 1 equal to, we'll get the output voltage again as 10 volt. We are further increasing the input voltage. Suppose input voltage is 15 volt. And for this 15 volt, Is is 5 amps. So we will get 15 minus 5 into 1 equal to again 10 volt. We will get the output again as 10 volt. Suppose for 20 volt input supply, the current Is is equal to 10. So V0 equal to 20 minus 10 into 1 equal to 10 volt. For whatever value we apply, whatever input voltage we apply, we are getting a constant output voltage. How we are getting constant output voltage? That is, here we are increasing the input voltage. So whatever input voltage we are providing, this current value is increased. But the resistor value is constant. This current value is increased and the voltage drop, which is Is into Rs, is maintained. Is into Rs also increased and this increase in voltage is made constant and thus we will get a constant output voltage. According to the increase in input voltage, the current value also increased, thus the voltage drop across the resistor Rs is increased and voltage is maintained constant. Thus it acts as a voltage regulator. Next we will discuss about VI characteristics of Zener diode. When we apply some reverse voltage, small constant current flow will be there due to minority carriers. When voltage reaches a particular value, current rises up suddenly. Suppose the applied voltage is 12 volt. This increase in the applied voltage is maintained at a constant level by the increase in current. That is, lot of current will flow and voltage will fall back to a constant value. That is Vz itself. Whatever applied voltage is there, the voltage will fall back to a constant value by increasing the current. And so this breakdown voltage can also be written as Vb equal to Vz. Whatever higher voltage we give, Zener diode allow it to flow in the form of current and voltage will fall back to a constant value. This is the forward characteristic of Zener diode, which is same as that of PN junction diode. But when it is reverse bias, when the Zener diode is reverse bias, at this breakdown voltage, the Zener diode acts as a voltage regulator.